We're talking to the Minister of Education of Argentina, Esteban Bullrich, who has reached the national ministry after working with Mr. Macri at the federal capital. Mr. Minister, thank you very much for spending some time with us. I want to start asking you to fit your ministry into the broader plans that Mr. Macri has for his government over the next few years in Argentina.
Basically, it was very clear since Mauricio Macri became candidate for presidency that education was going to be a key policy within his government. I was the first minister to be confirmed before the election. He introduced me as his future Minister of Education during the campaign. I became a spokesperson in the campaign, one of the 3 or 4 most important spokespersons in the campaign, because education was an issue that President Macri wanted on the table. Why is this the case? First, because we think Argentina needs a huge reform in education. We call it the education revolution. We have been lagging behind, and we have a very outdated education system. I think, in general terms, Joe, to be honest, the world is struggling with the idea of updating its education systems. Each country is struggling. But we want to take the opportunity, and as it happened in Argentina in the 1900s, early 1900s, have an education system that really puts the country as a prime member of the international community. And we believe this is important for 2 reasons. One is human resources have become more and more important. The capacity of people, of members of our community to transform reality, to be able to think new ideas creatively, to work as a team, to be able to think in different and innovative ways are the wealth of the nations today. And education is what allows for those persons to be able to do that. And so we believe that wealth that the countries are going to be measured very soon, which is the capacity of its people, we need to prepare it from the get-go. So that's one of the first reasons. The second one is Argentina has a huge opportunity in terms of creating innovation. And there, education also has a role to play. We think that the education system, not only the formal one from 3 to 18, but the lifelong education system, a system where any person in the country can go somewhere and be able to be trained, retrained, to learn new abilities and new competencies. It's something that really needs to be worked out. And we just found out after a decade or more of being lied to by the governments about what the real poverty level in Argentina was, that 1 in 3 Argentinians is in the poverty line. So we really need to work hard, and we think that the education is a way to get out of poverty, and that's why it's a key policy in our government.
Very good. There's no question that the education system in Argentina at the beginning of the 20th century was considered, if not the most advanced in Latin America, certainly one of the most advanced, and as you point out, was of international quality and international standards. And the leaders of the country at that time deliberately followed models they considered to be very progressive and modernizing. So you're trying to bring the country back up to level. You know, I'm sure that education reform is also a top issue in Chile and Brazil and even in Mexico. So it's a question that all of us are facing. The United States has modernizing issues and innovative issues as well. But let's speak a little more specific, if you can. Tell us how you wish to achieve this modernizing vision for education and bring Argentina back up to world standards.
Well, the thing is, I think there are 2 big debates, Joe. One is modernizing, which is basically, I use an example that is very visual, I think, and simplifies the concept that I want to put forward. We could keep on upgrading a car. No, we have an old car and we're upgrading it, tuning it up, as they say now in TV shows and stuff like that. We are tuning up the car. We are changing the old tape recorder for an MP3 player. We put more speakers. We put some flames on the doors, and still a car. And I think most of the countries are modernizing that car. We don't want to go to that model. We want to jump out of the car and get into a spaceship. And this image, I think, shows really what we're talking about. We're talking about a completely new system, one that needs to live with uncertainty in a totally different way. Uncertainty is going to be something that we're going to live with. Our kids are going to live with for the rest of human life, because the truth is, the evolution of knowledge, it's getting at a speed that is impossible to predict. Those that study the future say that kids today in the school system are going to change jobs 8, 9, or 10 times during their lifetime. And 6 or 7 of those jobs do not exist today. They're going to be created in the future. We cannot prepare the kids for those jobs. So this is the world we're going to have to prepare the kids, our future, because that's what we're talking about. What the kids in the schools today are the future of Argentina. This is the future that they're going to face. To do that, we not only have to change the school, we have to change teachers' training, because teachers have been trained for a different system, for the old car. They've been trained as mechanics, and they have an engine and they know how to fix it, and the parts are pretty much the same. But I don't know if you've read The Martian or seen the movie. There you have, perfect. There you have an astronaut that is, left behind in Mars. And this guy has to solve several problems with different areas of knowledge, of human knowledge, to survive in uncertainty. He doesn't know when they're going to be able to pick him up. He doesn't know really what resources. He doesn't know some of the solutions he proposed for his problems, how are they going to work. Some of them fail, but he keeps on trying. And that's a teacher today. It's someone that needs to promote this idea of creating and looking for solutions in different areas, working with uncertainty, making our kids enjoy uncertainty as a value. Because at the end of the day, poverty is a lack of opportunities, and education is increasing opportunities. That's why the only way out of poverty is with education, because it's the only way to increase opportunities. And you have to make kids enjoy the fact that they're going to have more opportunities because of that uncertainty. And that's the change of role that you have to have with the teachers.
Sounds very exciting. I particularly like Matt Damon going around on Mars learning how to grow potatoes. That would be a good idea. But let's finish our conversation. Give us one specific policy that you are introducing or plan to introduce that will either change the students or change the teachers or change the schools along the lines that you have outlined for us.
I'm going to give you 3 very quickly. First one, kids have to go to school since they are 3. So we're implementing an obligatory system since they are 3. That's the only way to really level up the field. Some of the kids, especially those in poverty, and the same study that says 1 in 3 Argentinians are in poverty says that 1 in 2 kids, Argentinian kids, are in poverty. Almost 50% of our kids are in poverty. So we really need to level up the field, and that means early childhood education. Second thing, teacher training. We're completely changing the way teachers are trained initially, and then the ongoing training. We're actually building 24 new teacher schools, 1 in each province, to show what we're talking about, to really put them as examples of what we were talking about. If we want to change the schools inside, we need to change the teacher schools first, so teachers get a different idea. And the third one is a completely revolutionized, flexible, open up secondary school. The school gets out of the school. Kids have to get out of the school. They have to learn on the city, in the towns, outside of their school, solidarity, values, behavior, clean it up, whatever they have, artists, art, sports. We are working with every single area of human knowledge for kids to show them what the opportunities are, and they are able to learn them hands-on.
Very good. Sounds very exciting. I look forward to coming down and watching you work as you run around 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, trying to transform Argentina into a modern...
Happy to host you.
Yes, we'll look forward to it. Thank you very much for your time, and we will be in touch.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Thank you very much. Take care.